Hello, everybody. I'm back up and running. We had a weird disconnection yesterday. I did come back, but it took a little too long and it separated into different things. So I just stopped it and I deleted the video. It was like 3 minutes and nothing important. It was just me trying to figure out what's going on. Um, I have no idea what happened. I don't know if there was like just a glitch, like a hiccup in the internet, or what on what end. I don't know. My net was working fine. There's been weird stuff going on over here. I don't know. Maybe because everybody's turning on their ACs. There's been power outages and stuff randomly. The last starting yesterday actually. So today they got a little worse from what I heard. Nothing affected me yesterday besides that. So here we go. Here we are back. Let's see. Yesterday we lost a runner to our beefy Rayquaza. Unfortunately, the lack of uh, variety of moves got us. It was one of those, if we would have beaten that trainer, it would have been so much smoother after that because we were going to learn Aeroblast, which was a physical, and we were physical attackers with only Mac Punch and what was the other move? Samsung? Rock Blast? One of the one of the capture moves, with sand. I don't know. After that, we were going to learn crazy good moves. So I guess that was the challenge. That was the challenge. Like beat that, and it was on the bridge. Uh, but oh well. I'm like I tried. Even though I was super drowsy, I was trying to wake up yesterday. I managed to wake up by randomly ranting about whatever came up in mind. Actually, uh, so I don't blame me being sleepy on the loss. It's just we couldn't do much to that Rayquaza. It took forever to even knock down some HP on it, and we couldn't get the confusion on it. We had to keep on it, to hit itself, which sucks relying on that. We had good special moves from the get go, but we were not a physical special attacker. We were really bad on special attacks. We even had like a stab move which wasn't good either. Uh, but they did their job to a point. But and now we're here at run 585. Hopefully we get another runner. Let me turn on the music real quick. So, let's get this rolling. I totally I know I kind of remember vaguely what I was ranting about yesterday. Like I said, I even had an energy drink, but fortunately it wasn't fast enough. So I don't know about that energy drink. Uh, not doing its job. It hit like way later, like 30 minutes later. So I was just in bed, like not like super up, but kind of like okay, I'm kind of waking up. What do I do? Uh, the momentum died down when the with the issues with the connection. Okay, I don't know what to do now. So I just started reading some manga or something, watching some regular news stuff. Still waiting on Amazon or Kindle, whatever, to get back on my account that they closed. Hopefully I get it back. I'm like, I did nothing. I'm like, I'm totally cool with what's going on with that account, honestly. Uh, I did anything weird or anything like that. Everything was super basic stuff in there. But, that's a whole different worry. Right now, I'm just taking a breather. I got super into that stuff, and it was a nice distraction. But now it's like we're gonna go with the Tucker's suggestions, unless I mentioned otherwise. Okay. Yesterday, I know I was ranting about VR, about a comment that stood up to me, which was the somebody comparing like index to the Quest 2. They were bragging about. Well, I don't know why they were bragging. $200 worth of games from the Meta. and they couldn't get into it or something. Not immersive enough for them. All right. And as I mentioned before, I'm like the meta is a built-in mobile phone. You know what I mean? It has the mobile tech in there. Is I'm like it's a standalone unit. I'm like you don't need to connect it to anything. I'm like it's gonna play as good as your mobile phones that were made when that was made, which is like 3, 4 years ago or something. Um, so yeah, it's due for an update, which it is. The Meta 3 is gonna come out later this year. Let's see what I got here. Oh, and I don't know. It's like you bought 200 games, $200 worth of games. So you didn't know we were buying. But either way, whatever. We let them have it in the comments. I rarely comment on anything like that. I just read and move on. Well, I guess if I'm talking about it, it's only because something to talk about. I don't even remember it when I, because I remember the conversation from yesterday. So I found out that it helped. I'm like, it did wake me up. It kept me up. Um, so I'm just gonna randomly rant about whatever comes in mind or whatever I see that day. Um, I started watching more of the showcases for the VR. And I'm like, what are you talking about VR so much? I'm like, it's an interesting topic. I'm like, it's getting better with Apple doing the fray. And I'm sure everybody's gonna be like, oh no, like Apple invented VR or whatever. Like whatever, like they did with wireless payments and stuff. Oh, wireless charging. They invented it, guys. Didn't you know that? Didn't you know that Apple invented that stuff? Android was invented for like 5 plus years. Mm, let's see. We do have physical tag, so let's just go with real tech. Hmm. Gotta keep drilling back. Dragon Breath, was that the one that? Oh, good, isn't the one that auto kills me? But that's the stab move. That's crazy. Pretty cool. And we're done. Is there something else? Nope. That. I'm curious on the defense, honestly. I'm curious on the defense. Yeah. Okay. Well, like it might not seem like a lot, but being 3 levels higher than me and stuff, yeah, that could have is like being up here at that point. Had good moves though. Don't get me wrong. The senseless. Hmm. Um, my take on the VR stuff is I feel it hasn't advanced as much as it should have. Um, I see some games like from first party studios now there, and it just seems like they could do better. I know they're still making it compatible with the Quest 2, and they're bragging about the Quest 3 being more of an upgrade. But I don't know. I know they release updates. I'm like, they release a lot of updates for the Quest 1 games to the Quest 2, with includes refresh rates, upgraded textures and stuff. Big difference. I'm like, they did do it. I don't know. I feel like there should be more PC games, uh, VR game wise, that are making headlines, I guess. Because I'm like, I know there's plenty of games. I'm like, you go to the VR section of Steam, you see a lot of games coming out and here and stuff. A lot of fun games that, they don't need to be visually, crazy. They're just fun games. I know there's one called that I got super into. I don't even know. I think I just got it on a whim. Um, but it was like on sale that day, and I'm like, the reviews, and it's like called Until You Die or something like that. It's pretty much you just move forward, you learn, you RPG style where you gain points, experience, whatever, and you upgrade your moves or your weapons. and you just slash and stuff while they kind of tactics tactics ish style where you move once, they move, but not in a great thing. So just whatever movement you do, they'll do as much movement as you do. Uh, but also, if they don't see you, they don't go after you. Obviously, they just move around. I think that's what it is. I haven't played in a, so excuse me for that one, but it was fun. I'm like, it was really fun. It was early on when I had my older system or older GPU, I should say, and it ran pretty well. I'm like, I think back then I have like 57 or 56, so whatever it was. Now I have a 3070 Ti, so I'm sure it's a huge upgrade. You will play it. And as I mentioned before, it's just my CPU as well. That's the problem with 7 Gen and so on. Oh, you know what? I was gonna make Scissor my favorite today, and some changes to my favorites too. Too bad I forgot. We're going with not muck. Um, I'm I do catch myself saying some repetitive stuff. I'll just see what works, what doesn't work. I'm not going to think. Yeah, so I feel like there should be more better looking games for PC, especially with the GPU jump. With the 3060 Ti and the 3060 in general, that was a big jump from that previous gen, like a huge jump. I know they're trying to maintain that right now. We're like, oh, you beat the 3060 or the 4070 Ti or something. It's the best. It's like 3090 or something. But I feel that I don't know comparison to previous gens and how the jump is. Maybe it's just a big. I don't know. But I just feel like the 3060 was a big jump compared to the other year. Maybe it's a continuing trend. But from the previous years, from the 20s to the 10s, it wasn't that big of a jump. That's why the what is it? The 1660 is it was really like the most popular, or still probably the most popular GPU. Um, but I feel like I'm like I usually recommend people just get 3060. I'm like that's it. Um, when I get cheap now, if you want a little bit more, go for the 4060. Or even the Intel ones. I heard they're okay, but they're still working on them. It's like first gen or second gen, I think, like right there, something like that. If you're streaming, I recommend that. If you're streaming like this, um, nothing heavy, just like retro or stuff like that, older games. I recommend the Intel because they're they're low price. I don't want to say cheap. I said they're low price point, and uh, they have that AV1 codec enable thing, so you could stream even better at lower rate and look good. You know what I mean? So you don't have to sacrifice, a lot of GPU on it. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, that will tell me. Do I have anything legal? Yeah. Um, I guess Scissor wasn't good. I know Blastburn is like quad weak, but a lot of times in these scenarios with RNG, they they survive it. I'll check when I die. Future side too. Yeah, with the current the way GPUs are and the pricing, I feel like they should push for VR a little bit more, game like visually and stuff. I don't know. You get these trailers that say it's like Unreal Engine 4 or 5, and they look really bad. I'm like, you don't have to be hyper realistic or try to do that. I'm like, you just stylize it, have fun with it. Everybody's all into like with the announcement with the Apple one. Everybody's like, oh, like the well, I think it wasn't the Apple one that brought out these comments. What was it? It was a combination of that Tel Telsa Tel, Tel, sorry, Mike. Well, Tesla, Tesla tech with the damn thing. They're like, oh, we're getting close to that dive thing from Sora Online. I'm sure those games weren't hyper realistic. You know what I mean? Everybody just wants to play like a good game that looks nice like that. But with social anime, stylize it. You're right. I feel like they're debating how should we do this, how should we do that. I know some games are doing it. I think that Onward, the first person shooter, they're working on the mechanics for it. Because from what I've seen, they haven't. I'm like, they did upgrades visually. I'm like, oh, they're trying to do the semi-realistic. You know what I mean? Look, but I feel like they're working on the mechanics more, which is a good idea. Once you work on those mechanics and you get them where you want them, and you could just simply just update the game and just add the mechanics to it. Because I feel that's the most difficult thing to do. If you're not shooting like, oh, like look at our game, how amazing it looks, because then people are just gonna focus on that. When we focus, oh, with this game we let you do this and do that, you know, I think you have a better shot at feedback, which it has. I'm not that into military first persons. I play the Call of Duty like story modes, mission, whatever. Um, but I think when you think VR, you think first person like, too. So you just gotta get the mechanics right. Or you go the opposite direction, mechanics wise. Still working good, not saying go crappy mechanics, but opposite as in you go with fun mechanics, like crazy mechanics that work. For example, gorilla tag. Gorilla tag is like wow, really, but my people have a blast, and it's like there's physics mechanics, jumping around, running on the walls. We could get like from learning from that, like how people are using that, testing it, or adding things here and there, and you could add it to a completely different game with more serious tone, and be like, we got this data from this game. And I feel like they're also staying away from like on rails type of things. I'm like in some of them, um, like I feel like that's okay. Like make it an experience. Uh, but the question, then the debate after that is pricing. Do you price that as a game or lower because of that? And I'm like, it depends. I'm like, it's something you have to test yourself. And as I mentioned before in my previous video, is stream different age groups, different type of group of people, they find different things interesting. And like with the Meta Quest, a lot of people use it as a party favor. Like that's okay. Get people comfortable with the VR. It's fine. People be like, "Oh, I'll play that. It was fun," and they'll give it a shot to more higher things. I don't know about 3,300 price point um things, but you know, it's like, oof. I'm not gonna say good luck selling that. It has an Apple logo. It's gonna sell, right? We'll see how smart people are. Um, but like I said, the good thing that's gonna bring in is more attention to it, and then people are gonna look for the lower price um, alternative. So it'll be perfect for the Meta 3 and like release because people are gonna be like, I'm not gonna get that. Like, I'm not gonna pay over $3,000 for this. I'll get the $400 one, and it's not a bad compromise, honestly. Uh, a lot of people don't need that. What is it called? That thing where you could implement stuff in the real world. You know what I mean? People don't walk around. They don't even recommend you walking around with those because of the lenses and the sun or the beam burning it and whatever. That's why they always like, don't do it outside in the sun. Those lenses are thick, you know. Um, but like I said, I was saying, like I said, I stray off. Apologies, nobody here to stop me, so I'm just gonna randomly rant off course. And like some, like I said, was there people use as party favors, you know, games like the walk the plank or plank. That's what it's the walking the plank thing. It's fun seeing that reaction. I always tell people just be careful, follow the rules on that one. Honestly, people could get hurt if you don't mess around with that. You know, face forward and that thing is like it becomes a bad experience and people don't want to try it anymore. You know, if you panic at your laps and you do a video for that, it's like it's on you. I had like the issue with kids last time. They were most for the most part they were behaving. It was just these stray kids that were like, "Oh, look what I'm gonna do," and they got aggro about it. It's like, "What the hell are you doing?" You have to like stop it because they're gonna behave. But you know, that's a fun game for people to play out. You know, of course, be careful who you show it to. You don't want somebody who's actually scared of heights and all that to be freaking out on it. So that's not funny. Can't use those boys. There's Magma. I gotta get that. Not much difference. The swallow is not bad, but I kind of don't want to swallow. 16 speed, 26, 12 special attack. 14, yeah, I usually play the plank one. I have climb two. I didn't get climb one because they were like, oh, if you don't have one or the other, just get two. It's the same thing. Of course, it's not. If you play them, it's upgraded, different locations and stuff like that. Uh, that was interesting. Good workout for your arms. Uh, I got the manor one where you start off at the attic. And you got to make your way down to the exit while spooky stuff happens. Unfortunately, it's not the full version on the meta. It's like just that stage and that's it. With different challenges. I don't know if they updated. I haven't played in a while. It's fun though, especially with integration with casting. So you could cast it on if your TV has like some that receive casting, or you have a tablet or something. You could just cast it and you could see what they're watching and get their reactions and stuff like that, and or see why they're reacting the way they are. I wish there was more games like that, but I haven't gone to the Quest shop in a while. I think the last game I bought was the Jurassic Park one, which is stylized, so shaded. It looked fun. I'm like, I tried it the first 10, 20 minutes of it. It was fun. It worked well. It was nicely done. I don't remember if I bought chapter 2 on that one, but like I had to. Interesting fact. There's a Jurassic World promo game video thing that it's kind of like a in between the first and second movie. So it's kind of like what was Blue doing during that time. So they just show Blue in the wild on the island doing its thing, and like going around, and then it ends with them when they take the helicopters and stuff, then they go back to the island to rescue the dinos. You at the end of the clip, you see that collectors coming in, so that leads to part two, and it's all like a little like a short, I guess, VR wise, so you could look around and stuff, what's going on. And they have other clips. I think there's one where they meet like a triceratops or something, and one of the long necks, but that one was kind of boring. But it's interesting. That they did that. If you download it, I recommend because it'll look better and you get less hiccup on it. Cause it depends on your on internet, right? The one that was popular with older people, like my family is like not from, not born here in the U.S. Uh, so they have fond memories of their hometown. Uh, so they had fun uh, going through. This is one? It's like I forget what it's called. It's like a Google Earth thing. So you get to walk around like Street View and stuff like that, and you can walk around, with your headset and stuff. So people were they're like, "Oh, look, this is was this before, or this is this, or I've been here, or this is what this happened." Like my grandma had a blast with that. I'll probably take, like I said, next thing I'll take it. But the last event was a big party. I was like, ugh. It was for her birthday, so I went because it's her grandma's birthday. Where's I gonna go? But it was loud. I was just inside, like working on stuff. I was working on my books, my planners and stuff before I got shut down. Because for now, wow, this audition is fast. I hope I'm gonna run into a lot of those stupid auditions. I want the mag more, but it seems like it's gonna be the rare one. The thing I ran into most of the stuff here, right? Didn't I? Yeah, I seen all five things, and the Magmar was one of the last things I saw. So I'm guessing it's gonna be like the rare. It was like a level five. Let's see. I know they have that Star Wars one, the Vader story, and that one's interesting. And like, it's very low key. It's like a little story. You get to swing around for a bit. It's like one of those early meta games. That's just good for like fun for nostalgic reasons, and if you're a Star Wars fan. I'm not really like a Star Wars fan. Like I like Star Wars. It's just that they lost me a while back. You know what I mean? Um, but I still enjoy the stuff. Nothing has come up that is a similar style just because of the fear of being called a copycat, I guess. Some pride, I guess, but you know, let's see. The one I never got to play was the newer one, the newer Star Wars one, the the Bounty Hunter one or something. I don't remember what it's called, but it has a couple of chapters. I know people were disappointed in the beginning, but once they released the updates, as I heard, it got better, and people had a blast with that one. So that one should be fine too. I don't remember if I bought it or not. I know another popular one is the boxing one. The boxing ones are fun. Like there's stylized ones that look cartoony and stuff, and then there's one that try to be all like, you know, you learn how to box. And then there's a mixture. I think Creed is one of the popular ones. It's like a mixture. It's a little bit stylized based on the movie, and and it tries to be like actual boxing. Let's see what else to rant about. Let's see. There's some other event. There's still followers they think coming up, but I feel like it's gonna be as almost as bad as the last event I went to. So I don't know if I'll be able to take the headset and have fun with it, especially where it's gonna take place. But those kids I mentioned earlier, they like live. They don't live there, but they're always there. That's why I'm like going to visit my grandma. Honestly, I'd rather go to my mom's place. Really. Like, I don't know. I don't know, like, because I'm getting older or what, but I just want to be on my own, do my. I don't want to go to a party. I don't mind hanging out with family. But if it's gonna be rowdy and stuff, it's like I feel like I'm just forcing myself there, and I'd rather be doing something else. Lifestyle. I know there was some interesting stuff in the beginning, so we'll get rare. Let's go see the other patches. We have Magmar here just in case. It's already past 12. I'm getting a little bit more sleep since school's off. So I could sleep in a bit. But unfortunately, they had me going a little bit earlier this week. So I am either there right on time or an hour early or more than an hour, which is a little too early for me. Exploud. I could try out Exploud. There's not a big difference. Lack of annoying. Usually, how much damage is that? That thing? Resistant rate. I don't think it has move, but it has speed. Maybe I'll catch it just with a speed. Since I'm trying to pivot. I want that odd issue won't bug me. Hopefully. Yeah, so yeah, I wish like there was more games with VR mode. And I know there are some like the Resident Evils, but they're staying exclusive to PlayStation, which is kind of sucks because I'm sure those would be good to be on the platform. I haven't checked lately on the I think it's Village or Seven if they were unlocked for the VR. I really doubt it. And it sucks that it's stuck on that platform. And like I wish more games were unlocked like a VR mode for it. And be up to you if you have your a PC for it or not. The game that I barely remember that had good VR, it was just like I don't know. Um, I tried it early on when came out, so the mechanics weren't fixed that well. The optimization for it, which was the Squadron, right? Star Wars Squadron, where you're like you fly the ships and you do air battles and stuff. Space battles, I should say. Um, it looked really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm like I played it and with as much as I could, but I think this one I had my earlier GPU, so uh, it was a little hiccupy, and then they wasn't optimized for the meta quest yet. It worked to a point, like it worked to a point. So some of the controllers were you had to use uh like a gamepad or something. You couldn't use the quest control. I don't know if they fixed that, but I feel like they did because there was a big push for that. Like I wish they would do more of that. Because that game looked really good. You gotta like check yourself on that one because you're in space, you turn around, you're spinning and stuff. It's a little like as much as it is a gimmick, I like the roller coaster ones. I like roller coasters. I just don't get a chance because everybody around me are cowards. They don't like roller coasters. Uh, I used to go to Six Flags a lot. Like I had a season pass and I would go like a lot of times. I had me and a group of friends. We got the dinner passes or the lunch passes. So we would just go as soon much as we could and just eat lunch and dinner. I know they took that out, they restricted because of the story, so somebody just buying that to go eat all the time. But yeah, like We were there a lot. Like we went through like during really slow days. We were like on the best roller coasters, like front rows, just over and over and over again. Ah, good times. I just feel like once I start driving, I'll probably just go ahead over there myself. Level six. Wow, even at level six, it's fast. What's my speed? It's a 15. I know it's not critical. Am I resistant to it? No, it just sucks. I don't know about that. I don't know about that explode. It seems like it's just fast. But yeah, like I like the roller coaster games, simulators, whatever you want to call them. Like I do enjoy the Unreal stuff. I watch a lot of the YouTube VR stuff. A surprisingly decent one is the one for Hellblade. Hellblade, Sauna's Sacrifice, or whatever it's called, the first one. They did a VR like trailer. It's just you walking towards the beach where you're hearing the stuff. She comes face to face with her and she starts talking. So that one looks amazing. It looks amazing. Uh, I I know I heard that game. I haven't finished it. I only played the beginning to try it out. Besides hearing it's really good, they're very praised for their sound in the game, and they recommend a headset. And yeah, they recommend a headset and with the surround sound stuff. And I tried it, and it sounds really good. Like that's the point of the thing. Like she hears voices and stuff, so you hear all the voices surrounding you, like taunting her and stuff. It's really cool. Really cool. You have to do it if you put it louder, better. But as I mentioned before, I'm a little paranoid with headsets because then I literally start hearing that everywhere. So, oh, a special attack. That's kind of weird. Aurora Beam didn't do a lot. Did we have a lot of defense or something? Oh yeah, we definitely have a lot of special defense. Okay, I'm not worried about it then. Executor seems to be the one. Well, we still have Magmar. We keep trying. I'm not really convinced about Explode either. My speed is. I'm just gonna go with this guy. I don't know. Well, hindsight later. You know what I mean? Deposit. We have aerial wings, which bad. I wish I had something for Scissor. No, we find a Scissor. The fool had a fireball. What else? What else? So from all the announcements and games and stuff, I'm not particularly hyped about any, but I need to rewatch what games were announced overall instead of each conference just overall together. Assassin's Creed not really nothing exciting. I mean, nothing that got me excited, honestly. The VR one seems like it's like visit previous characters and experience one of their missions or something. Like little collecting of stories or something. Fun. Then, like they're using big, might as well, right? On the electric. I do the same thing to me. Yeah, so Game-wise, I don't know what I saw. I know there was some that caught my attention. And like people, some people I talked to, they were like, "Yeah, like I didn't like it. I didn't see anything wrong with it." But I saw a lot of variety of games that they were promoting from the stuff. I saw the Xbox one. I heard about some stuff on the Sony one, like the Capcom and some of the other studios. And to me, I'm like the Xbox One for a variety of games, like something for like somebody. Maybe some people were expecting certain things, so they had their hopes on something specific. But I feel like they showed enough for everybody, like something for everybody. Like I'm not a big race car driver game fan. I do like the Horizons because of the open world and stuff like that, and the cars look nice. Uh, but I can feel that motorsport was like a lot of people are looking forward to that. But for me, it's just boring. I'm not into cars that in that way. But I read the positive, right? Sorry, going later, and I'm starting to feel that. Oh, wait. I don't think I cleared my link to go to talk to people. See, actually, which one you'll get on. I'll be ranting to myself. Mm. You know what? Like, I still want like a good dinosaur game. Like Ark was fun and all that, but it's a certain type of game. I played it a lot with my brother and friends, like a lot. Like when it looked really bad, like early versions of it. Now it looks pretty good. Um, it was such funny stuff happening in that game. I know we were in the beginning area and we wouldn't leave the beach. Like we wouldn't go into the forest because we were like afraid something's gonna kill us. So we'll build a hut on the beach or on a little island and just be like, we didn't know about the mechanics and stuff like the orbs like that they were chests and stuff like that. We were just like, what's going on? And at nighttime, it gets all dark and you need your torch. Uh, and we were just like running around screaming that something's chasing us. And then I know one time we dared to go through to the mainland, and it was like a little passage that it was just like a little passageway through that to go through, and otherwise it was like cliffs and trees on the way, and like a big predator was there, and we were just like being attacked, and we were just like running around, like what the hell's going on? Like something's attacking us. Like we started doing more and more back and forth like that, and we got used to it. So we like we know there's something there, so we would be carefully to go like sneak around it and stuff. We found that first cave, which we were like, "What is this place?" You know, because like I said, we didn't know much about it, what's going on. We didn't look stuff besides like the menu and stuff. Oh, but it had its moment. Or when we got lost, we finally like, okay, we need to move in. We have to move across, find another spot. We can't just be in this area. We gotta play the game. Just running around, like we're just migrating across the map with a bunch of stuff chasing us, with hunger and thirst. At nights being cold, you have to do your little fireplace, do like a makeshift hut just to stay safe for the night. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Played hours, like hours. But I just want like a good, that movie 46, like something like that, like in Crash Land, and you gotta get from point A to point B with Thanos on the way. I'm like not really trying to kill you particular. They're just doing their thing. Um, well, you're trying to survive and get out of there. Well, then I guess it'll be another survivor, right? But more plot, story oriented. That's why we need Dino Crisis. If we're having high special attack, I don't feel like I'm doing that much damage. Left on, so I guess I'm not still coming. Guys, this punch stuff. I mean, Pokemon game wise, sorry to say this, but I'm not a fan right now of the new stuff. I don't know. I feel that Game Freak, Nintendo are showing their age and their how disconnected they are from things. Or maybe just the department, maybe just Game Freak, because they put a lot of effort into certain games. Look at Zelda. I'm like they delayed it, they do this and that, but with Pokemon's like, no, we're gonna release it no matter what. We have to do it. We can't hold it and be like, oh, we need one more year to make it better. No, just release it as it is. We'll start on the new one, on the next one. Like I understand why Legend of Arceus, Arceus, however you want to pronounce it, is what it is. It seemed like a testing. Like, let's see how this works. I had fun with it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I'm probably play a little bit more of it. Um, but it's like a side story, like a little spin-off thing. Like I don't put a lot of, you know, I don't know how to say it. I don't judge it too harshly. You know. But then you release the main game and it looks like garbage. But people get distracted with the battling. I'm like, you don't need the good visuals to do the Pokemon battles. It's like it's a game with a story. It's a game with a story. You don't wanna. I don't know. It would look better. You'll be more immersed in it, immersed in that world, the open world that they already tried and tested with. Like it would look so bad. Really, it looks so bad. Well, I'm like, honestly, Nintendo needs an upgrade. Like 30 frames, barely 720p is like on handheld, and then all these Steam Deck things coming out, emulating it to the same with better with at 1080p, I guess. Even still 30 frames. Some are trying to do the higher, but downgrading stuff here and there. And they're just gonna get better, and of course, why people just I'm like more legit people will be like, I'll buy it and I'll play it on my Steam Deck. It's like, okay, I don't blame you. The only game that I play that looks good is Mario Kart. I don't play a lot of games, so don't take my word out that much on it. It's like that's the one I'm like that one doesn't need much on it. That game looks really good. I just wish it was like you know full 1080p, next gen 4K. Play it on a big screen. So you play on the big screen, you start seeing how it's not that perfect. I meant to click B to go back. That um, I used to move a bit. Ooh, just in case. That he's not slowed down in the market as need one. Ooh, ooh, wow. I almost lost on that one. Legal. Like that. Look, I really need to play Skyward. No, not Skyward. So, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. I tried playing it once upon a time. I think I got to the first village or whatever. It was just so boring. I just got off. Was it Odyssey or something? And I was like, "What is this? Was this like my first open world game for kids?" Yeah, that's what it is. But, but I keep hearing I need to play it. So I need to play. Well, I feel like I'm gonna end up playing a Dragon's Dogma before I play that one. Oh, well, you have it downloaded on my. I've been seeing that move a lot, like the color change one. I don't know if it's really the color one or the what is it? Can't see any. That changes your type. No, the last one, they kept doing it every other battle. Hopefully, we get to Brock and beat him. I'll say right after that. I'm getting it. I'm getting. I'm gonna do something now. There's no one to talk to. My mods like doing 10-hour work today. I think, unless they're just ignoring me. Then go to sleep. We got ice punch. No, he's gonna ice punch me. We go. I'm looking into the virtual tour thing, but I'm like, they're always cutesy girls and stuff. It's like, there's nothing that I would use. We're alive. We're still running. Mm-hmm. It's unusual. I feel like I'm not paying much attention. Today is Thursday. Friday now. I started watching wrestling again, which kind of sucked because WrestleMania was here in my city, and it was like all these years and the years here, like I wasn't really into it, and or nor had the money for it, so it's not like it's it wouldn't happen anyways. Just like up watching it now, not much to watch lately. Besides what we do in the shadows, that show is hilarious. But I try watching it with my kid around. Like, no, I have to stop it. I have to stop it. It's not that they do like stuff. I'm like everything's just like so casual. Um, like normal, like when you try conversation, it's not like they're going out of their way to do certain things. It's just the flow of things, which is what I like. But I do catch stuff, and I have to wait. So pretty much when I get off right now, I'm gonna go watch something. Like I'll probably finish watching the episode, maybe watch another one, and we will like go check if anything updated to read or plan stuff for the week, I guess, activities and stuff. Like kids out of school, something like that, like kind of schedule stuff. Mm, yeah. Oh no. Mm, I don't want to keep that left to heal. Hopefully, I get a chance to heal on the next one. Oh my. No, 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 no. No, it's neutral damage, right? Whatever. Oh my. I use that as my break move, like in case they use dig and fly or something, and I can't hit them anyways. But I could just rather do combine. Right? Uh, I should have thought about that one. But oh wow, what do I have against small one? My heal for sure. Fire, yes, fire. And we're done. And we're done. And we're done. On the turn. Battle ball two. There we go. Okay, let's expect. It will explode. Ooh. Yeah, attacks. Oh, no attacks. No attack at all. Magmar, but it was a rare encounter. Special defense, special attacker. It has Sacred Fire and Blaze Kick. Low kick, Blaze Kick, Sacred Fire, and Presence. I think that would have been worth it. Oh, what could have been with Pure Power? Mm-hmm. Only been an hour on. Okay, let's see. I'll stay for 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. We'll start losing the FPS rate to, my the Houndoom. After I made a nice picture for it. Like, I'm still debating if it was avoidable. I know I didn't heal before that, but I only had like a little bit of HP like taken off of me, and the recoil up was pretty beefy. And I'm like, I was just going back and forth with them. There's Magmar again. Oh no, I was gonna get a baby. But it doesn't have that. Let me see. Right, next movie credits. Pretty cool. Yes. And it's out again. Nice. Yeah. I'm not gonna use them, but if you can attack me, um, break my face. I'm like, we have a stab of legs. We have high special defense and defense. So we're a tank. We're allowed speed. Good speed. Nice. For pivoting, right? Pivoting. No one knows what to deal with that girl. Sometimes she pops up, sometimes she does that. And again. Really? The same patch of grass? Oh, look who it is. It's Cheeks. Cheeky boy. We don't have Pokeballs. And I kind of want to scout the stuff. Come back. It was definitely 30. Empty. You were going with my music. Stuff. That's all three. Easy peasy now. The last one. Only good thing. Well, the best thing, yeah. 460. I don't know why people hyped up the drill too. It's probably because they had good runs with them. In the mall. Okay. So, so now I'm there, I guess. So, Internet. Again, no items so far. It seems like it's just gonna be potion again. When I get the Needle King, Banshee. Needle King first because I could get on at level 8. It'll be hard to do the other way around. Of course. Oh, it has its intermediate or something else. Look at this. Let's see this bad. Okay. Twister, Stomp, Skypick, Icy Wind. We're a physical attacker. Okay, that cheeks first. So, mm, this time I'm gonna go against my better judgment. I worked out. Very, very I love this. Something else. Something else. Don't need your repertoire. So all they're gonna do, like, we trio it is. The reason I didn't go for the Needle King is like, and haven't had any good luck with any Needle Kings, and the weakness pool is too big. I had good luck with the Queen, so I usually just go for it. But uh, mm, mm, wow, especially this one's not that low. Maybe next one. I don't want to learn that. For the goal, for the win. Hyper voice. Hyper voice. 40. Which one should I keep? Which one should I keep? This way, 20 for dragons. This for grass and dragons. And ground. So place there. What if we get Aeroblast or something? Oh, shit. To fight the right one. I'm glad it didn't burn me. There's no moves, I guess. No, a ghost move. Or a dawn move. Wow, a critical hit. Hyper wave. Touch. Nothing. Boomerang would have been good. A friendly boomerang. Um, or so high. Right, that's it for today. We did as much as we could today. Pretty good. Pretty good runs. So tomorrow maybe we'll have more chatters going on. So good night. Until next time.